So they'll be calling you a radical. I am not letting this get away. This is historic, important stuff. So the derelict criminals of all time, Weber State Board of Regents for prison. They need to, this Wright was the former CEO for prison. These criminals. This is public property, taxpayer. Now stay with this, is important. So the university that built this, when GE merged with Utah Construction, who built all the nuclear reactors, who built the nuclear reactor of Fukushima, Japan, who we know cheated, made this university, and this money that was left here that built this entire university is all General Electric, Floor Construction stock. So as I was a teacher at Weber State's #1 school business in the country, Dr. Cooley and I advised. I was a Wall Street, I was a famous Wall Street derivative arbitrage guy in those days. Came home to get the first, I begged them. G was 64. Floor was 60. Begged them, get out, this is the public's money. Get out, it's overpriced. They refused to get out. Do you know they still owe it? They still own it. Do you realize? Do you understand? So now they're selling off public, taxpayer-owned. They're going to put a hotel here? Fuck them. Criminals. So these guys at the Board of Regents at Weber State need to be locked up. They need to be put in prison. This former president of the university named Wright, derelict criminal, had a secret party up at his house. This county commissioner from my neighbor, the mega dairy owner, gave him this Medal of Honor at his house, a private party. A guy who's under a police investigation, FBI investigation, for stealing $2 million, running for Congress now, then Herbie awards him with being head of the agriculture department. These are criminal. This is illegal as hell what they're doing. So now they're selling off Weber State. They sold off the radio signal. They fired Kevin Blanche. I did the play-by-play here for 3 years, football and basketball, for free. They got rid of me because they knew I'm onto them. Well, I know who they are, and I saw what they did. By the way, I was hoping Dr. Hurst, who is one of them, he walks here, he's 96. I says, you mean to tell me you're still managing this money? So it gets worse, better. Lapros, who's the old first security guy, he's 102. He's still on the committee. So you know the Floor Construction's going to go bankrupt. GE's going to go bankrupt. These stocks are off the face. They blew all the money. They've lost it all, so now they're selling off. Utah State taxpayer, student body owned real estate, this hallowed sacred ground. March Madness, we're down to the Elite. Why there? I watched Jimmy Valvano cut down the nets in there. Oh, he died of cancer. By the way, the coronavirus is the Fukushima meltdowns. You can go in denial all you want about this. So we're down to the Elite Eight. I've live on this. Damian Lillard right there to Kevin Blanche. High fives me, walks off the court, drops a half corner. Head by 22 points at halftime in the Big Sky Championship game. What? On March 10th. Oh, yeah, right? Exactly 1 year before the meltdowns happened. To the day. To the second. They lost? How's that possible? Damian Lillard on the court up by 22. Anthony Johnson for Montana said, after he never missed a free throw, never missed a shot. He said, I've never done it before, never done it after. He said, I had an out-of-body experience. I met an angel right here when I was a boy. I grew up right here. This hallowed sacred ground. So, lock them up. Lock the Board of Regents, the governor up. These criminal, this is the most criminal. Where's the FBI? Where the fuck is the FBI? Where the fuck is the FBI? You're going to start selling off taxpayers. They're going to a private company, hotel. You know how illegal that is? Well, they sold off the freaking radio signal for public community radio. How can they fire Kevin Blanche from public community radio? They can't. They can't. Oh, they did. You saw, we're going to replace you. You look down, nobody there. Nobody there. This university has become, I'm trying to tell you, and you won't listen, something rotten in that Weber County, the most corrupt place on the face of the earth. You don't believe me? I'm telling you, the state of Utah. Oh, boy. Hang in there, everybody, with the coronavirus. Fighting. Hunker down. Stay tuned. How's that floor stock working for Kevin Blanche? Gee, how's that working out for you? Well, the Board of Regents at Weber State need to be all put in prison. The governor of Utah, prison. I asked the Attorney General right to his face, you related to this new scale? This little New York, Utah's fun? Not related. At the Bear River Massacre site. He told me, we're here because this used to be Utah territory. I said, no, it didn't. Jose Reyes. Now, I don't know about him, but I asked him to his face. You can look it up at. Do you know about these little NuScale reactors? These little nuclear reactors? Now, how's that possible? Most corrupt thing in history. They're funded by an illegal hedge fund called Kenwood Financial, who went to prison for a Ponzi scheme. That's against the law. Why is Utah funding them in Idaho? And his name's Jose. He didn't even know what I was talking about. No wonder the freaking foxes are eating the chickens. Stay tuned. How is this possible? This building was built. I was in it the first day it opened. I've been here the whole time. The nuclear industry built. Oh, what, the Olympics? We got curling. Is curling even a sport? Wow, what a story we have. The nuclear industry, I'm telling you, we're down to the Elite Eight in the tournament. Down to the field of, starting with a field of 64 to the Elite Eight. They're selling off the Weber State parking lot, publicly owned property, to a private fund. That's so fucking illegal because they've lost all their nuclear stock. 64 to 666. I'm the guy that said that. How about floor construction? How many of you guys made a fortune on that? You don't share the wealth? Yeah, I could sure use some funding. Keep my activism going. I'm still working hard from home like the rest of you. This is my home. Born right here. Staying tuned. Raised right here.